Good morning. Less than 24 hours until Steph and I start the Tour de Mont Blanc. You can see Mont Blanc just poking through the clouds right over there. Pretty cool. The plan for today is to get all of our gear organized, packed up, and head to Chamonix for some last minute shopping. So I got all of our gear with me from our haul at Decathlon yesterday. Got our tent, packs, and all the gear inside there. And I think it's a good time to go over all the gear that we're gonna be bringing for the Tour de Mont Blanc. I'm just on the front lawn of our hotel here. This is L'Orangerie. If you're in the Chamonix area, I highly recommend checking this hotel out. It's beautiful, secluded, great rooms. It has a little pool there, and then the meals are phenomenal. Steph and I had one of the best meals we've ever had. A cheese raclette, which is just a cheese plate, and then you have meats and breads and potatoes, and you just eat it all up. Very, very good. It also has phenomenal views, so you have a view of the mountain all along here, and then Mont Blanc is just behind this tree here. We can actually see it from our room, which is really cool. Mont Blanc is the tallest mountain in Europe. We're not actually gonna be going up it, we're gonna be going around it, just doing a big traverse around the mountain. It's 170 kilometers long, 100 miles, and it has a lot of elevation gain and drop. So a lot of up and down, some alpine adventuring. So we had to make sure we're taking gear that's appropriate for the trail that we're gonna be going on, and it's gonna be able to deal with all the conditions that we're gonna be finding on trail.
This is our tent that Justin chose for the trip. It's the Trek 900. It's a 2-person tent. I think it's gonna be great, but it might be a bit small, so we might be sleeping on top of each other, so we'll see how that goes.
So these are our packs. These are the MT900 packs from Decathlon. We got the his and her versions. These are brand new packs, and they're part of their ultralight line that they've released recently. So they're very lightweight, just over 1 kilogram per pack, and they have a lot of great features, including adjustable torso lengths, which is awesome because you don't have to figure out whether you're a small, medium, or large. It has a trampoline back, so your back's not gonna get super sweaty as you're hiking.
And it has a really accessible water bottle pocket, and there's nothing worse than not being able to access your water on trail. I experienced that for the last few years hiking, and I'm really excited to try this pack.
Now let's dive into the pack. I have all of our gear in here. Not all of it, we still have to go to town and get some last minute items, but right in the brain up here, I got my first aid kit. So this is not from Decathlon, this is the one that I brought from home. And then I have some sunscreen that I brought from home as well. In the front pouch, we have our rain jackets. So these are from Decathlon's Fast Hiking line, and I'm really excited to try these. They're fully waterproof, tape seams, but then also really lightweight. I think this might be one of the lightest weight jackets I ever have. It might even be lighter than the Frog Togs, but compact's a lot smaller. Also have my trowel in here, so this is brought from home. This is the Bogler trowel. I just wanted a really lightweight trowel for on trail. Inside of the pack, as we dive in here, there's a lot of space. These are 40-liter packs, but I think have a little bit more space than that. We have all of our food. So Decathlon actually makes their own freeze-dried meals, which I did not know. We have porridge and apple for breakfast here, and then we have some couscous with vegetables. There's a couple of the really good ones that I have here. So rice and chicken curry. I've heard this one is really good from the people over at the Decathlon headquarters. I brought my own pink titanium spoon because Decathlon doesn't make a pink titanium spoon yet, so I had to bring my own from home. And we have our cook kits. This is the stove. Decathlon makes a stove that isn't sold in North America, but is very compact, lightweight, and looks to be very effective. It's very similar to the Pocket Rocket Deluxe and the Soto Windmaster. So really excited to try this stove out. And then we got their little cook kit. So this is just, I think, a 1.5 liter pot, and it comes with some spoons and some bowls. Pretty heavy, but we'll get the job done while out on trail. We also don't have any stuff sacks yet, so we're probably gonna pick up a couple of those, mostly for our clothes, because right now I just have all my clothes inside this bag here. And Decathlon has some of the best clothing options that you can get for backpacking and hiking. I have my favorite fleece pants here, just warm, lightweight. Fleece jacket from Decathlon as well. This is the Trek 100 down jacket, one of the best products that Decathlon makes. And I got one in the dark blue. All the other ones that I have are light blue, so I'm gonna try this out and see if it performs as well as the light blue option. We have a little pack towel. We're staying at refugios or hotels in town half the time we're on trail. The Tour de Mont Blanc is a very interesting trail in that as it goes around the mountain, you go through 3 different countries, France, Italy, and Switzerland, and you hit little towns as you go along. As well as scattered throughout the mountain, you have little refugios, which are kind of like mountain hostels. And we're gonna be staying at a couple of those as we go along the trail, and they have showers available there, so we brought our pack towels so we get a little bit cleaned up while we're out on trail. And then a couple more items, little fleece gloves, a merino wool t-shirt just for lounging around camp, and then merino wool buff and merino wool hat. I'm not sure what the weather's gonna be like, but you never know in the mountains, and the mountains can get really cold really quickly. That's what I've experienced in the Canadian Rockies, and I think the Alps aren't gonna be too much different. Next up, we have my sleeping pad. So this is not made by Decathlon. This is the Exped Ultra 3R sleeping pad. A lot of you have been asking for me to review this, so I'm really excited to get it on a big 8-day trip and put it through its paces. And then we have the rest of my sleep system in here. We have a silk sleeping bag liner, so when you're at the Refugios, they require you to have a sleeping bag liner so you're not getting their stuff all dirty. And then we have my sleeping bag. So this is the Decathlon MT900 sleeping bags. This is very lightweight, it weighs just over 1 kilogram, very warm, and it's just a really cool sleeping bag because it's also undyed, so they don't use any dyes, which is really good for the environment. And then the last item in the bottom here, this is my pillow. This is the Trekology 2.0 pillow. I had to bring my own pillow from home because I just love the Trekology so much. Steph's gonna be using a different pillow, but I'll call her in here and she can tell you a little bit about the gear that she's gonna be bringing on the trip.
Justin and I have a lot of similar gear for this trip, but I'm gonna show you some of the pieces that I'm most excited for. This pack is one of them. I really like the fact that it has a zipper along the front, so you can access anything in the pack, no matter where you packed it. I'm gonna show you something that I'm excited for on this trip from the bottom here. This is Decathlon's pillow made by 4Claws. I've heard a lot of really great things about it, so I'm excited to try it out. I'm excited for the Trek 100 jacket. I love that it's yellow and I've never actually had one before. Justin's been talking about this jacket for years and I am so excited to try it out. Justin mentioned the fleece as well, but I'm mostly excited for it because it's so cozy and it's actually pretty cute. So I'm really looking forward to wearing this. This is one of the pieces of gear that I'm most excited for. It's very lightweight, it's a massage ball, it's firm, it's definitely gonna get the job done. And I'm using this for a specific reason that you're gonna find out about later. Last and my absolute favorite is my new finger gear.
We got engaged in Italy a couple weeks ago, really excited. So we're gonna be doing some planning over the next year. And maybe we'll tell you a little bit more about that story once we get to Italy. So Steph and I have made it to Chamonix. We're right outside our hotel. This is the Folie Douce. Very beautiful. Look how kind of classic Chamonix it looks. And we're gonna be going and exploring the town right now, grabbing some dinner as well as picking up all the little kind of odds and ends that we still need for the hike. Look at the views. Look at the view. Look at that glacier up there. You don't see stuff like that basically anywhere else. So really cool to be exploring this spot. And it's getting me really excited for the hike tomorrow because these mountains are just spectacular. Very cool. This town is so cute, so beautiful, and so many hikers everywhere. Half people have a backpack on, ready to go. So Decathlon also has a store inside the town of Chamonix, so we're gonna go in there and pick up some of our extra goods. So one of the things we need is some stuff to actually put our clothes in. We have a lot of clothes, and right now they're just all kind of loose in our packs, which normally isn't a big deal, but on this trip we're gonna be a little bit more organized, so they're out of stock on most of their stuff. So actually I feel like it's something that a lot of people come here and then they realize that they need. So we got this one that comes in a 2-pack of 15 liters. A bit more volume than we need, but it'll do the job. After Decathlon, we went and picked up a bunch of other items, visited a couple stores like the Supermarché, where we got some Ziploc bags. So we're gonna use these for snacks as well as some ditty bags. Throw in things like toiletries for Steph and I. We got Steph a dry bag, so this is gonna be for her electronics. It's only 4 liters, so nice and small, compact, hold all her electronics, no problem though. And then super randomly, we were at a store and we saw that the garbage behind the counter had some really durable looking garbage bags. So we asked for a couple of them and the guy was really generous and pulled out a couple for us. And these are gonna line our packs. It's supposed to rain a few days out on trail, and my favorite way in order to keep everything inside your pack waterproof is by using a pack liner. As well, we bought a couple water bottles. We each only had about 1 liter of water in water bottle capacity. So we wanna make sure we have 2 liters so that we're not getting super thirsty while out on trail. So we just checked in to our room in Douce La Folie. It's beautiful. Steph's taking a little nap. We got the shower here. Steph better keep her eyes to herself. A little sneak. Beautiful mural here. And then the view is phenomenal. Go down to the balcony here. And then just mountains for days. You got the glacier over there. This is a pretty sweet spot. Excited to be staying here tonight, but it's only one night because tomorrow we're starting the Tour de Mont Blanc.